Uh, Before I leave, I just had to drop this next short video. If you are a fan of The Sopranos, like I am, and I became a fan like 2 years ago of the show. I know the show was on before, but at the time it came on, I was in school. I couldn't watch too much TV. I was living with pops. Pops was pretty much strict on my TV looking at the time. So, but I knew about the show originally starring James Gandolfini as the title character of Tony Soprano, sanitation boss, aka slash, uh, for quote unquote in the underworld underbelly of organized crime, head boss of the I believe the I think it's the DeMeo and Malasanti crime family. Um, yeah, just a fantastic performance by James Gandolfini, and may he rest in peace, man. Tremendous actor. And on this channel, I just don't want to talk about SYSB and things all the time. I do want to go into my favorite actors, characters, films that I like. And on the side here, on the left side is Michael. I'm sorry, it's Tony Soprano itself, originally played by James Gandolfini in the older years, and Michael Gandolfini, Tony Soprano, father playing Tony Soprano in the years that we knew him by the show in his adult years, will be playing, his son will be playing him prospectively, the character as a young teenager in the 70s, which is going to be pretty interesting. Now, they've changed his dad. I remember they had somebody else play his dad on the show, but it looks like they're getting a former Punisher actor, John Barenthal, to play Johnny Boy Soprano, which is Tony's father, I believe, and Sylvia Malasante, or Dickie Melisante, will be played by Silvio. I forget his last name. Actor, pretty good actor, playing his I guess his uncle through the crime family, I think, and he's the one that he listens to about getting into life. Now, what is going to be interesting about this is that Uncle Junior is played by actor, I forget his name, the guy with the bald head from Ant-Man. Um, he's playing Uncle Junior when Uncle Junior is young, so I guess it's going to show when Uncle Junior, aka Uncle Junior Soprano, did not want his son, I mean his great or his great nephew, to be a part of this life, a part of the life, aka life of the mafia, organized crime world. And I guess Dickie is the catalyst for why Tony becomes later on, in the past, present, from what we know Tony as the first showing of him in the earlier shows, as he's already boss. He's already been promoted as boss within the DeMeo, the DeMeo crime family. And then these latter years, which is played by his son Michael Gandolfini, which I know he's going to probably do a tremendous job. I've already seen, actually, I've seen stills, and not only stills, I've seen actual footage, and it's going to be pretty interesting, him playing his father. It just seems to be bittersweet, because when I was looking at it, I started kind of tearing up, because I really miss Gandolfini as an actor, man. I mean, I really wanted to see him play more straight, like straight up characters, besides just mobsters and mob bosses. And he was trying to really do that for a while. But Michael Gandolfini seems to have the chops to pull off his father's infamous mob character from the original TV show, and now he's playing. It's going to be the latter years of Tony, when Tony was still kind of young. He wasn't as chubby, but it seems that they're going to capture that. It's supposed to be Tony in the younger years, so it's going to be pretty interesting. Livia Soprano is going to be, aka Moms, is going to be played by another actress who I really like, Vera Farmiga. So it's gonna be pretty interesting, man. It's got me psyched, and like I said, I was tearing up again, missing James Gandolfini, man. And Michael Gandolfini is gonna really do a great job. It's really actually David Chase, the writer and the creator, is producing this. Um, and I think Alan Taylor is the director of this. So it's going to be pretty interesting, man. And and shout out to to Michael Gandolfini for having just the guts to take on his father's popular mob latter years role, as we're going to be seeing him as a youngster in probably the mid to late 70s. I would say this does take place. Um, maybe late 60s to early 70s. Uh, they're going for at this time frame. So I would say he was about 16 or 17 at this time, which I don't know if I could do the math on how old latter part of the years of the original Soprano show. I think he was supposed to be in his late 30s or early 40s at that time of the show, as Dad originally played Tony, as we knew him, grown Tony, the mob boss. But now it's going back to the later years. It's going to be interesting how he gets in, how Uncle Junior is like really actually against him being in the life. So yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. I think it's going to be really entertaining. At best, a lot of historical things are probably going to go, because they're taking it back to the late 60s or early 70s, at a time where segregation was just ending. A little bit. There was racism still going on, of course. In New York, obviously it was. They're gonna, I think, show some black organized crime bosses and gangs in there too. Probably fighting over territory and drug territory, and of course, Michael Gandolfini playing Tony, playing young Tony, and how he got caught up in this life. I guess was start off. He was kind of boosting a little bit. And then I think that was of course that was all supported by his uncle, Malasanti, basically, Dickie Malasanti. And because I think in one of the trailers, Mom's, played by Vera Farmiga, says, well, he'll only listen to Dickie. And she's telling Uncle Junior this when Uncle Junior's young. So it's going to be crazy. Like I said, I was a fan of the original show and became a fan of the original show. Still trying to binge it a little bit here and there when I can, when I'm not busy. But man, this is going to be awesome, man. I'm going to try to tune in when it does come out. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready for another Soprano outing of a story in the earlier years. Really intrigues me. And like I said, from what I saw, Michael captures his dad playing Tony Soprano as a young guy, very much close to how Tony played him, how James played him in the older years. You could tell this is Tony in the younger years, man. No doubt about it. He's probably a little naive at this point in time, not as confident as we saw him, and a little bit or like over the top, and a little, and a little bit sociopathic as he became in like the older years. If you've seen the original series, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, man. Good stuff, good casting, great casting. And I hope that Michael Gandolfini actually goes on to do other roles besides his dad's popular titular role. Okay, all right, that's all I have to say for this. Can't wait for this to come out, man. All right, Rolando G, I'm out.